Welcome to the Old Boar Plays Cities Skylines. This is a tutorial series for you to learn all about Railway 2 train networks. I'm putting in functioning railway infrastructure, and in this video, I'll be giving you a step-by-step tutorial on how to put in a passenger airport with train lines and a cargo airport with train lines. And I'll be using the new airport DLC. Opening your transport menu, go to airport area. I've already created this district. You can see that it's fairly large. And when you do that, it levels the ground flat for you. I'm going to use the classic style, but you can choose between the modern style or the ultra modern style. These are the buildings that come unlocked. If you're playing a normal game, you'll have to level up using one of the smaller buildings, but I'm unlocked, so I'm going to play with this one, the classic large terminal. Before I do that, I'm going to put in a little dirt road so that I'm making sure that it's coming in straight with this road. Might come out to about 60. I want to line this up so that that first node you see to the right is lined up to the center of this road. You'll see these little crosswalks need to be lined up just about to the center of your little road there. And you can go ahead and delete this out. You open up your metropolitan airport area. You'll see that I have a checkbox next to Build an Airport Terminal. Now I need to build an aircraft stand and a runway. First, I want to extend my concourse. That's this network here. And I'm going to take this out about 30 units. And I'll take this out about 30 units. I'm going to start small. The other buildings that are in this set, this first tab, are the classic control tower, which is an aesthetic that gives you attractiveness to your airport. And a classic concourse hub, which you can pretty much place anywhere you want. It'll have a metro station underground between the hub and this building here. I'm going to put in my control tower. You may not get this building when you first start. You go to the next tab, we have our runway, taxiway, and our airport stands. This is a cargo aircraft stand, and we'll put those in a little while. I'm going to put in the large stands. And I'll put this right on the end. Make sure that the little entryway is connected to your concourse. You can butt this one right up against the other one. I'm going to put in 3 of these. I'll put in some medium sized on this end. Now we need to build a runway. This doesn't really need to be very long, but you do want it to come in towards your airport. This is super long. I might come back to about here. Once you lay this network down, it's permanent. I'm going to go ahead and lay it parallel to my airport. And I want to give it a little bit of room so I can do some other things before I bring the taxiway into the aircraft stands. I'm going to go 300 units. If you have a really large population, you may need this long runway to take care of all of your traffic. I'm going to put in the taxiway, and you'll notice there are 2 arrows coming out of this. So you'll need to come out that direction. We're going to go 15 units. And we're going to take this all the way to the other side. You'll need to watch your angle at the bottom to a 90-degree angle. You want to bring this right up to this other line, right up to your precision engineering line. You want to check your angle to make sure it's 90 degrees on the other end. I'm going to bring the taxiway into the aircraft stands. These are like road networks, so I'm able to use precision engineering to get it to come straight across. Also going to come out a little way on this end. And then I'll take this straight into my other taxiway. You can see that airplanes have already lined up and they're waiting on passengers. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game and we'll bring in these roads. Top level is departures and the bottom level is arrivals, just like at any airport. You want to use Picker to get this network. This is the elevated airport terminal road. This road comes with a little walkway that you can see here. I'm going to stretch this walkway from this node. It's 30 feet, so we need to come up 30 feet. And you'll see that it created the little walkway here so that you can drop off people who are taking a flight out. Now I'm going to pick this road with the picker. And I'm going to also bring it to ground level, stretch it in. I'll go ahead and take this out just a bit. These are one-way roads. In order to bring in my road into the top level, I'm going to start at this node here, hit the home key, and I'm using this network here on the ground. You can't use the top networks because you'll get a blue space here when those walkways come in. So I want to force ground, straight slope, and from this node, I'm straight up into the top. Now on this end, I'm going to come out, I'm going to measure that. This was 20 units. And I'm going to come out 20 units, hit the home key, this network all the way up to here is the ground level network. I'm going to use the node controller here and change the slope so that it's not such a big dip there. I might bring this up just a bit. Might want to leave this space for other things, but you need to take these roads in So we're going to stay with this network here, and we'll come out to the right where this one is. Probably want to take this back just a bit and put this road just a little farther in. So as you're coming into your airport, you'll see the little sign to turn off for departures. And this will be the sign to turn off for your arrivals. Technically, you can unpause your game and you'll have passengers driving in. You're going to need some services here, so we might take this little road out, put in some services over here. See, we're at level 1, and leveling these up all has to do with the passenger count and the attractiveness. There's several ways you can add attractiveness, and we'll look at those. These are your decoration buildings. This is your airport lounge, which I want to put in right on the end here. And we have some fuel stations. You want to keep these far away from your airplanes. And you have some large hangars. And some small hangars. We also have some parked airplanes. We can put a few of those in. So we have these assets installed, and we have some attractiveness assets installed. Now we want to put in the train station. This is your airport train station, your metro, and a bus line. I'm going to put in the train station right on the end here. We need to choose our tracks. Railway 2 USA wired gravel concrete 2x2 standard entry ground level. This goes right up against the concourse. Here's where we can add some other things for our attractiveness level. These budget hotels. And this luxury airport hotel. The miscellaneous here also has things that you can add. This is your airline headquarters building. And this is an aviation museum. This is a fully functioning airport with the airport DLC. I'm going to bring a train line in from our downtown station. You can see that I've already started that. And I need a 2-track line coming into the airport. I'm just going to upgrade this. I'll be using Rusty Overpass. These create a new pillar every 16 units. Now I'm just going to use regular noted 2x2 forcing ground to get this out onto the ground. I want to take this out about 15 units so that it can create the crossover track. This is just a train station. Now we're going to bring this 2-line into a 4-line. This is dynamic procedural track. I want to use the same track, force ground, and bring out a bit of track here. I want to bring these across with a bridge. And because the pillars are coming in almost at the same angle as these, I might have to delete some of these tracks out. We'll make the tracks conform to the bridge. Now you can pick any bridge. I'll pick this Portal North complex. It's a dynamic procedural bridge. You want to select bridge. These break apart into another bridge unit at 24 units. We'll worry about these here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take this procedural track across to the bridge. Forcing ground. And you'll see that it puts in our crossover automatically, breaking down that 4-track line into the 2-track line. Here's where you might want to select one of these, copy it, and put it under here. You can hold down Alt to use more precise moving of that. This particular bridge network uses adaptive networks. And if you hold down Shift, you'll select the entire bridge and you can add the portal catenaries and the wires. Now from the downtown station, I want to create a line to the airport. I'm going to take this far edge and we'll go all the way to the airport. You could stretch your concourse this way so that your train station is angled more towards your downtown. Now I'm going to pause the game and configure that train line. This is our new line. We're going to call it Airport. We're going to color it something different. Now I'm going to introduce a new train called the KISS Call Train, or car. You don't get an icon for this. This particular car goes a little faster than the Flirt, and it has 520 passengers, and it's a short train. You've probably seen these assets before. And we'll need parking. We have the correct amount of attractiveness. All we need is passenger count in order to level these up. I'm going to go ahead and select all of these while I'm here. I'm going to keep my ticket price at that particular price. Soon we should see some passengers come in on this passenger line. They're going in here and underneath and coming out into the concourse to take their flight. So now we want to put in the cargo airport. Need to make sure that it is inside of your district as well. If you lay it down outside, it'll create its own unique airport, which is about the size of this orange circle here. And you won't know why you're not getting cargo airplanes. It requires its runway as well. Need to pay very close attention to your arrows and the yellow lines. These particular arrows are going back out towards this runway. And these are coming in. You can see that the double split of the yellow guideline is coming in and going out. What we need is a taxiway off of the runway to get to our cargo line. So the planes can land, they'll follow the yellow arrow this way. I want to come on this side. Not that far. We're going to put our cargo airport into this area and extend the district just a bit so that I make sure I have enough room here. You can see that it's flattening out the land for me. I'm going to go ahead and stretch this just a bit more. believe our airport just leveled up. Once the cargo plane lands, it'll take this taxiway We're also going to bring in a highway. We want this highway long enough where it's going to use our train yard to take out the cargo. You'll see in the beginning we'll have cargo coming in from all over the map. This is your air cargo tab. This cargo airport terminal needs a 2-lane road. We're going to put in a little piece of 2-lane road here. We're going to bring this down just a bit. Might also just continue this out just a bit. Not the Mulberry Airport. You'll see that there's a big, huge piece coming off of this. The 2 small little nubs at the bottom are going to fit here. And the big one is for receiving aircraft. Once you have this laid, come back here. We want to give ourselves plenty of room here. And I'm going to bring this 6-lane road right up to the cargo terminal. There's 2 networks and 3 assets. This is the medium cargo airport road. You can stretch out a bit. And this is the large cargo airport road. You can stretch out a bit. And this is our aircraft stand. There's only one. You can put as many of these in as you want. Now we have our airport cargo train station. We want this. And put one more in here. Just to make our lives complicated. We want the airport cargo station to be on a separate road. We'll be taking our cargo out into our railyard complex. So if you're in a tight situation like me, you could extend this out a bit. The other thing about your cargo station is you want it to have a separate one-way road. Getting in and out of it. And we're going to put in our station, and this is wired gravel concrete 2x2 standard entry ground level. This road needs to be two-way, obviously. And you can also extend these and bring these in. The little trucks coming into this part of the cargo station are going to come in on this main road and go in through these little entryways. This entryway and this one. You're also going to need some services over here. Put this here. Little police station. And you'll need your fire station. Trucks won't get here fast enough to put out a fire. So we'll trim this back. You'll see that I'm following these one-way roads. And we're going to need to get back out of this area into this particular arrow in order for it to be able to go out. So what I'm going to do is take these out, trim it back, I'm going to take my taxiway to here. This will need to come out a little bit further. They'll be coming off the runway, and they'll take a very sharp turn if I don't delete that asset out. You can come this direction to get to my cargo airport. Now to get out of the cargo airport, come to here. These cargo planes would have to go through all of this traffic. What you want to do is bring this back in. These just aren't lined up very well. You'll see this direction needs to be changed. These are the stands that need to get back out to the runway to take off. We'll connect this one back to here. This will go all the way to the end. And connect in. While we're waiting on cargo traffic, it's going to take the game's AI quite a while to see that we're way out here. Just going to double check one more time my arrows. Plane comes in, takes this around, drops off cargo, picks up cargo, drops off or picks up, goes back. It's a little wonky in here, but this is a functional cargo air terminal. Bringing in cargo, can leave by trucks, or that can leave by train. Over here, on our 2-track cargo line, we have cargo coming in from oil and ore on this line and the freight cargo hub on this line. Farming on this line. But farming can switch over this inside line here. So between these two, we need a turnout that goes into a 2-track line. We're going to try this with regular noted track. We'll bring a curve out. This will allow trains to get back into the cargo hub or the oil area. We'll also have to put a turnout here so that the trains from the airport can get into the farming and the forestry industry. We can do that later. Between this connection and this connection, we'll have a turnout. I'm going to come up 2 nodes and click. Starting at this one, I'll go back 2 nodes here, come up 2, click. I'll have to turn off road bending and bring these in. Now just take a straight piece out. It's a double turnout track. And now we can take our track out to the airport. I'm going to want to bridge across here. These little pieces can be removed with, you want the square to remove those. Taking nodeless track, just the wires, as you can learn in the previous video. There's 2 little dots here, those are 2 wires. We're going to make a crossover so the airport can take cargo or receive cargo from the forestry and the farming industry. We want to come up 1, 2, 3, 4, pop over this. I need to have a straight track on. One, 2, 3, 4. Pop this over. This is a functional crossover track. We have a cargo airplane. It's transporting cargo out, which means that our taxiways are configured correctly. And we have cargo trucks coming in to fill up our station. Here comes another cargo airplane. And our trucks are filing out. See if they go to the cargo station. They are. And hopefully we'll be seeing a train go into the rail yard complex. Here we have our first cargo train coming out of the airport. And you might want to go ahead and put on an extra train track here. It could be giving the game's AI indication that you're actually connected here. And put in a piece of nodeless track here. I have a little glitch, but the train track is working. And we're going to follow this cargo train out. This is going to CIM Freight Cargo Harbor. Thank you for watching The Old Boar Plays Cities Skylines. Take care now.